Spaceship, as you know me, and also the reason why I didn't do the regular live stream that I usually do with the computer is because I didn't do my regular, the one I just came up with, which is the surprise live streams. So right now is a surprise live stream through my phone, which I like doing, and I'm going to just talk here for a little bit like that time before, and you all that may see this as a rerun, and that's all good. And also tomorrow I'll be doing the live as I do it usually through the computer, most likely. All right, so I hope everybody's been having a good week, and last Friday was a good stream. I enjoyed it, and a lot of different things have been going on recently. There has been the situation with the ship crashing into the bridge, which everybody has been talking about, and also train in the background. Shout out to the train. And there's been some conspiracy about what the reasoning for that was, and also like some people think China could have had something to do with it. Some people think it could have been just an accident. So a lot of different things going on with that, and that also brought a conversation up with some of my friends about the Olympic and the Titanic, which I like talking about that on this channel as well. So basically, with the Olympic and the Titanic, in my opinion, they weren't switched out. It would have taken months for that to have happened. And also, another thing is the name Titanic was etched into it. But I'm still going to make a video about it, but I'm just briefly giving a preview about it, about the video I'm about to do about that. So, yeah, basically, another cool thing about the Olympic ship was that the camouflage was put on it. And during the World War I, right? So that's what was going on this week. Some of the things that was going on this week. Also, with the trials I like watching so there was Diddy, the situation with Diddy, and that's going to be a federal trial, so it's not going to be on the live stream like the other trials are on the different channels. So that is the reason the Diddy trial, it's not going to be broadcasted live, and it looks like he's in some mess, because when the feds come, they have information they collected over time. So in the other trials I've been watching, they've just been going, there's one about the one in Arizona, it's kind of slowish, but basically that one is going along. But the other one, like the YSL trial, that one is, today it was very interesting. And I also thought that it was going to be done, that one was going to be done tomorrow, but no, the Lieutenant Quinn is going to come tomorrow to that trial. So today was a good day, and I got to talk to some friends about different things, and that went good. So those that are watching, hello. I usually do a live stream through the computer, but this time I'm doing one through the phone. I'm just talking about different things for a little bit, and then it'll be over with. And also I'll show, for those that are here, the garden, a part of the garden, because there's a new update about it. Before I do that, I also want to say that it's the Easter season. That's really cool. And today's Holy Thursday, and tomorrow's Good Friday, so it's cool. And right in front of me, right over there, there's the Passover moon that's happening. So that's pretty cool. So shout out to all of you. And now I'm going to show, this is some mint that I'm growing. Okay. Turn the light on. All right. So this is some mint that I'm growing. And this is my second live. And yeah, so this is the mint. And it sounds like cats maybe fighting in the distance, because there's some new cats around. And also, so basically we have this mint right here that it's getting bigger, much bigger than last time. And there's some, as I said, there's some cat fighting out in the distance. All right, so here we have the elephant ear plant, This one, it's kind of coming up right in the midst of all this. Interesting. And also over here we have some more. The other day I was trying to make some mint tea, and what happened was it didn't completely work because it takes a little while for it to do it, and I was not using a Yeti cup. But what happened was I drank some nice mint water, though. It tasted very good. And also I found in here, right here, we have some more. This is milkweed right here. And a bunch of other plants, like this is a type of clover. Over here we have the pineapple resurfacing from the freeze. It's doing good. Yeah, so I'm just showing parts of my garden right now. And also, glad that you are watching. Thank you for participating. And also, it's a little bit difficult to see me, but I think, no, there's no stars right there. So, basically over here, I'll show the daikon again. A new update about the daikon. All right, and the light's about to come on. This is doing good. A Japanese plant. And I was going to do the live a little bit earlier, but something occurred and there's a lot of music playing in the distance. And I just waited for a little while, and when I was able to do this live. So yeah, this is daikon. It's a type of Japanese radish. And I show this every so often with the different videos and with the stream while I walk around the yard. And I don't really see any of the different bugs and things that I usually see here. Yeah, this is the elderberry tree. These are some other wild plants. I call this the Trinity flower. Very cool. So this is a little bit of some of the nature around here. And I can see the different stars in the distance, but it's a little bit difficult to see on this. Yeah. And this is like, you could say, like a part of my vlog. I walk around in the different woods and stuff. Yeah, so we have some different vines. Pretty cool. The trains in the distance. Yeah. All right. And those that may be coming in, I just showed a minute ago. I showed a minute ago. That's the daikon. And the train's out in the distance. And this does well in partial shade, and they're coming along really good. And yeah, over here, some more wild plants. And right here, we have another tree, which comes from this tree over here that I grew a long time ago when I was around, it's like a teenager. That one's pretty cool. And it grew all the way up. Then it sprouted other ones, and that's one of the other ones. All right. Yeah, so that's a glimpse of the garden so far, which I am going to plant some more things. So basically, with this surprise stream that I do, I like to walk around the ones outside. I like walking around and looking at my garden and stuff and talking about different things. And also right here we have something interesting that just sprouted. Let's see. These are Spanish flowers. And really cool. They are from Mexico, and they blow over here. So that's nice to have. It's some wild grass growing. Yeah, so, and usually I would have a bit of a field of this, which it's still growing. I went and cut it because I forgot about what it was. Right. So I'll get back to the garden in a moment. And switching back. Alright. So yeah, so that is some of my garden that I like talking about. And yeah, so basically, I think, with all the different stuff that's going on, we have to wait to see with the more information about the ship I was talking about, that more stuff comes out about that. And, how the trial goes with the Diddy situation. Yeah. And also, you all that are watching, do you all like gardening and stuff like that? Do you all have a garden of your own? Do you all think it's interesting? Because what I do, I'm also going to grow some more of the turnips, because that grows very quickly. I'm growing more of the peppers, and they take a little while to grow. And also, but I'm so used to turnips because they come up really quickly. Yeah, so also, if you all have any thoughts about the ship that crashed into the bridge, I would like to know y'all's thoughts about that, and also the Diddy trial, if y'all are following that, as I like following the different trials and things. And yeah, the moon right now is coming up through the cypress tree, and it's getting higher. That's really cool. I always like watching the moon. It inspires different writings and things and stuff. I like being outside. And also, I'll show a little bit more of the gardens in a moment. Yeah, so I think that a lot of people have been divided lately, and it's good that people can come together on a common ground about something. And with the season, Easter season, it would be good to see more people come together about what's going on in the world. All right. And the weather, speaking of the weather over here, now where you all are, those that are watching, I would be interested to know how the weather is where you are. Where I am, it's a little bit cool because we recently had a cold front. It was very stormy recently. People in the distance must be racing or something. That's what all that noise is. And also, so that's what out there, that's what the interruption is. All right, so basically, as I was saying, with the weather where I am, you all could talk about the weather in the chat where y'all are. And hello, wake up, humans. It's cool out here too. Yeah. So thank you. Yeah. So basically, it's cool because a cold front came through, and also what happened was now the weather is very clear. There's some clouds going on. Not going on, but some clouds a little while ago, but now it looks like it's clear now. So yeah, the weather is cool. Wake up. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Basically, and I would like to know, I hope you're doing good too. Yeah, so I'm doing good. I had a good day with the different friends I was talking to, and the different trials I was looking at. I do have to do some edging hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, I'm doing good. It's going good. I'm enjoying the evening and watching the moon come up. And yeah, there's cat eye feed. Maybe you all have seen some of the shorts I do, and my family feeds. And recently, a little while ago, I think some of them were fighting in the distance, but there's a white cat, and then there's this red cat. And the red cat, it's a new one, and it's trying to fit in. It's kind of new. It's a little bit shy. And also, another thing that occurred. Another thing that happened was Tinsel's a new cat that comes through, and that cat has been a nice fluffy cat. So there's 3 so far. Yeah. And yeah, great to hear. Keep going. Kick-ass, true bubblegum brother. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. I hope you have a good Easter season. And I think it's pretty cool, as I said earlier about that. And also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to this other area where we have the corn. Very interesting. Let's see. I'm going to switch the screen. I'm going to turn the light on. All right. Here's my corn that's growing. The ground looks very frosty. Yeah, so that's a row of corn I have. This type of corn is sweet corn, and basically with sweet corn, this is not tall yet. It's going to get much taller, but it doesn't get up to the sky. So basically, when it's not as tall as the corn you would see in like advertisements or in movies and stuff, because it's sweet corn. The sweet corn is smaller, and the other type of corn, the field corn, is much bigger. Yeah, so that's another piece of the garden. So, all right. Let's go over here. And yeah, so also want to know, you all that are watching, if y'all have any thoughts. If you all didn't hear me say this before, if you all did, that's okay. About the ship hitting the bridge, because like some people have conspiracy theories about it. Some people think it's an accident. I think it's interesting. Not interesting. I think it's horrible, but the different conspiracies are interesting about it. And also, a little while ago, I was talking about how there's like a theory about the Titanic and the Olympic being switched, but like it just would have been impossible to do that, because it wasn't as simple as getting a piece of the Olympic, like getting like a sign that says Olympic and putting it on the Titanic and vice versa. They looked very different, like the windows and stuff, and the interior was very different. So it would take months to switch them out, because that was brought up during the ship conversation and so forth. And also, another thing with this surprise stream, I'd like to, if y'all have any hobbies you all like to do, I'd be interested to know about it. If y'all were interested in sharing, like I like talking about eclectic things, so what that means, I like talking about a variety of different topics, and I do different stuff. And also, I do like sound effects, and I do talk about, a variety of news and different things. And also, I was just looking over there for a second. Okay, so what I like doing also is, gardening, obviously. I remember I built a model Titanic one time, and when I was a teenager, that was fun, and that led me to do these other things with YouTube, or with the Titan submersible. Like, so some new information came out about that basically people with a Titan, the company likely knew there was something wrong with it, and they just did it anyway. And I think that's very irresponsible. And pride. The pride and then shame. And I'm thinking about growing some tomatoes. That's pretty cool to grow. And which I've grown tomatoes before, but the thing about the tomatoes is that I just for some reason was focused on the other crops. But the tomatoes are really cool. I'm going to grow those again. And welcome everybody that may be tuning in or been watching. I'm glad you all have been hanging out with me. I'm just walking around outside and looking at the garden I have and talking about different things. Yeah, so basically I think it's good to grow your own food if one's able to, because when you grow your own food, it tastes much better than the grocery store, but the grocery store food is good to eat too. I like eating that as well. And also, last time I grew some beans. It was like it was like the beanstalk that goes up to the sky. And they're Henderson beans. They were discovered right after the Civil War, during the Yeah, right after the Civil War up north. And they originated from South America. So those beans are really cool to grow, but they have to be heated first. So with this vlog that I talk about with gardening and different things like that, that's why I'm mentioning these things. And also herbs are cool to grow as well. And oh, another thing that I also have interest in, obviously, is the astronomy stuff. I like looking at the different constellations and things. That's cool. And right now the moon is like peeking, trying to peek over the tree a little bit, and it's trying to come through, but it's not quite there yet. All right. So, and I hope, as I said, the new people that are coming through, that you all had a good week and had a good day. I did. It was funny too. Also, remember I grew these peppers one time from Thailand, but all the peppers originate from America. But they went and they planted them in different countries. So it was a Thailand pepper, but it really was from South America somewhere. And they're very small. I grew different varieties. They're all spicy though. Yeah. And so that was very fun to grow. Another friend of mine was suggesting about those that are interested in growing things, as we talk about that here. Strawberries, blueberries, those are also good to grow as well. And yeah, so that is pretty much a lot of the different hobbies and stuff that I like to do, and different things that are going on with the news going on. And also, those are watching, if you all are new or whatever, do you all have any opinions on aliens? Do you all think aliens exist? Because I talk about that on here as well, that I do. I think they are real, and there's a lot of cover-up that has been going on about that. I don't have the tinfoil hat on right now, but I have the black one. It's a Jack Skellington character. But yeah, so those that are interested in that or have any opinions about that, I'd be interested to know y'all's thoughts about it. Also, I'm glad for those that are coming through and seeing the stream. It's just very quiet right now out here with the swamp. It's not really a swamp, but it's like a marshland and stuff, so it's nice and quiet, peaceful. And in a moment, I'm about to go look at some different plants and things and walk around and show you all some stuff. And I'm glad for you all that are tuning in and watching this little surprise vlog stream that I do and talk about a variety of different stuff. It's the second one that I'm doing. And also, let's see, we're gonna go. It's a train. I like the train. All right, so I'm gonna go over here. Going to look at this cluster bush right here. It's a type of flower plant. For those that are interested in that, I don't know. Okay, let's go look at that. All right, so these plants that you see, it's a big cluster of these wild flowers. I was showing a moment ago to the people a little bit earlier. Also, so right here, I call it, one of my friends, we call it a Trinity flower. It's not open right now. They're closed right now, but these nice purple flowers. And they all of them like to grow. Because here I talk about gardening and different things. We're just kind of looking around the yard. And these just grow wildly. Wildly is a nice word too. And all this blew in during the cold front. Like recently we had a cold front. Okay, there is some car in the distance. Recently we had a cold front, and it brought in a lot of storms, a lot of stormy weather. But this came from much, much earlier. And this is a stalk of a plant. Stalk of a plant right here that I grow. These flower plants. Hello, Matt. All right, are you on a haunted adventure? I just tuned in. Hello, Matt. Good to see you. I'm glad that you tuned in. So, what I'm doing right now is my surprise lives that I do. This is the second one I've done so far, and good to see you again. So, basically, it's a little bit of a mysterious nature walk, a little bit. Right now, nothing's haunted, just some haunting cats out in the distance that have been trying to battle a little bit over territory, but they're okay. They're all right. And yeah, so Matt, the reason why tonight I'm not doing the regular stream that I usually do is because I didn't do a surprise live stream that I started doing last week, which was the first one. It was on Sunday because of the storms. I couldn't do it yesterday. And I like doing these type of live streams, through my phone and kind of like walking around the yard. So Matt, I walk around the yard and I show different plants and stuff. Part of the garden vlog, but it's like live. And I've been talking about some of the different things with the different people that came through. So basically, tomorrow I believe I'll be doing the regular ones. There's no bad weather or anything. It's all good over here. It just I was going to do this a little bit earlier, but I wasn't able to do that. There was a lot of racket noise in the distance, and I didn't want to cause a copyright issue because that's, with YouTube, they don't like the music, and I understand. It makes sense. And so I'm just talking about random things and stuff like that. Yeah, so Matt, I want to know your thoughts about the situation with the ship. Some of the other people didn't really have an opinion about it that were passing through. So I'd like to know your thoughts about the ship that crashed into the bridge, if you have any. All right. Yeah, so over here, I think I could show this flower that I'm talking about in better detail, because over here is bright. It's a little bit out of focus, but yeah, it's nice and purple. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm glad that you all are coming through to see what's going on. It's just a little bit different. It's just a live stream about the garden, different stuff. Also, again, I'll show the mint. This is the mint. And right here is the elephant ear plant. So an interesting fact about this elephant ear plant is that it comes from a group of them that I grew way over there. I'd say around 2019, I brought them from the yard over there. I brought them here. And then it reproduces and it creates more of them. And this one came from this group right here. There's I'd say 3 different groups. Like that one, it comes from this part of the yard, the center. And then over there, there's a separate group. And then over that way is an older group, much older. Yeah, so, and mint is very good. As I was saying before, I was trying to make some mint tea. But what happened with the mint tea was that the mint has stuff in it where it's a little bit difficult to quickly dissolve into something. But with the Yeti cup, I remember a long time ago I did it, and I just didn't really remember. It took a little bit longer than I thought. But the other thing that I was using, it didn't work, but I did manage to make mint water, and that was very good. That was pretty cool. So, yeah, this is some mint, and this mint comes from another plant that I grew that I took from the other yard over there, and then I put it in this thing right here where you see these. And this is from a plant that a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago. So that plant, and then it produced more plants, and then it's spread and migrated over here. I think that's very fascinating. It's invasive, and that's good. Yeah, some more. So, yeah, shout out to y'all. Because I do the garden vlogs here, and so this is the garden vlog live. And for those that are tuning in that are just seeing this, I'll show again. This is the Spanish flowers that come from Mexico. They just blow in here, and I would have had a bit of more of a field of it, but they're still coming back up. They're still there. I just trimmed it. But yeah, these Very nice. And they also come in pink. Very cool. And Matt says about the Baltimore thing, he says, the port Baltimore near the bridge handled 28% of the U.S. coal exports. Just something to think about. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. And I think that is something I certainly didn't know about. And I'm glad that you told us about that here, because it certainly is a nefarious, I think there could be nefarious things going on. There could be foul play about it. And also, another thing I was mentioning before was about the Diddy trial. And it's not going to be live streamed or anything because it's federal. And also, that's another big mess. And there's this other trial I'm looking at where someone in Arizona was defending themselves, and they thought they were defending themselves, and they shot somebody, but it wasn't what they thought it was, from what I can gather about it. And I've been keeping up with it. And also, there's a trial going on about that, and there's been dispute with my friends, about the different political stuff about it. And yeah, and that's another situation that is, a tedious situation. Then there's the YSL one that's going on, which is Young Thug, and that one's very interesting and funny. There's a couple of them going on. Yeah. In the verdict, the guy that deleted his girlfriend was found guilty, rightfully so. That was good. And so the newer ones I'm keeping up with as time goes on. And Matt says something else. The bridge was the only transit lane in the area that can handle hazmat stuff, cause you can't send it through the tunnels. Just a thought. Okay, that's another good thought. And then Matt says Diddy will get Epsteined. Facts. Yeah. And yeah, from the information that I saw about it when it first happened, yeah, I absolutely agree with you totally. And I didn't know every single factor about it. I knew it was bad, like the Epstein situation, but I didn't know every single factor about it. And I wanted to get more information, and I looked more into it, and I saw it as it was being shown on the news and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be really bad for him. And it's good that justice needs to be served. People doing creepy, weird things need to not do them. Yeah, so, and people think they're invincible, and they can't, can't be caught doing the things that they shouldn't be doing. So also, so that is, we'll see how that plays out. Also over here, and we have some filters. Interesting. Yeah, interesting filters. This is a dream. All right. So right now, like studying astronomy stuff, right now the moon is just peeking over the cypress trees. It's just peeking over, and it's looking at me. The moon's plotting. And in this garden, in this field right here, because I do that, I like doing that here. In this field, I see a lot, tons of different plants. Now, also about pirates you're talking about before, Matt, where in this area, pirates came through this area, which is very interesting. And also, remember, I went to the Black Pearl, piece of the Black Pearl in Lafitte. That was really cool. And so this area, this type of region, you would have pirate stuff that would be going on. It's very similar to the Caribbean. Also, I'll show you another one of the elephant ear plants right here. Another interesting context about this is that, turn this on. Yeah, so basically, in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, you see a lot of these elephant ear plants. So, what Matt was talking about, I usually do these live streams on my computer, and I play a game, and I talk about different stuff, and I read different articles and things, talk about everything, pretty much, a variety of different stuff. So, and this is a special live stream where I just do stuff outside. I just kind of walk around and talk about stuff. So here we have this elephant ear plant that was brought from a group that was in the center part right here. It was like a pathway, like say right here and right here. I had like rows of them, and this is like the offspring of them from a couple of years ago. And yeah, this one is pretty cool. That basically in the pirate movies, they're going through the jungle and they have these type of plants. It originates from Asia. And speaking of plants, here we go. This, very interesting right here. See, this leaf is different than the other leaves. Hello, Mary. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so basically right here, you might ask, it's not, why is this a different color than this? Out of all the different ones. It's not sick or anything. It's perfectly healthy. You see, there's a little bit green left in it. This red plant, these are beets. I have 2 growing. Take a little while to grow. And we have another elephant ear plant. And the beets, they turn red during cooler weather. And this survived the freeze perfectly fine. It's frost tolerant. And they turn green when it's warm. So like when it gets warm outside, when it's getting warmer, they were turning green again. And then when it got cooler again, they completely they're turning red again. It's like a chameleon. Very fascinating. And beets are very good and healthy for you, like for heart health and stuff. And this group of elephant ear plants right here was from the one I put here in, like, I'd say 2020. These are put here. Not this one specifically, but it's the offspring of one that came. It was like in this spot somewhere. And then this is like the offspring of it. So this is the second set I have. That looks like mint, but it's actually a vine. Alright. So I have different plants in the different areas. And chat has some interesting things to say. We'll see what they have to say. Alright, coming this way, and you all will see me in a moment. Alright, here we go. This is really a nice stream. I enjoy everybody's company and those that are coming through and watching. And I enjoy and appreciate you all coming through. And also, I'm going to walk backwards. And so, yeah, so Mary says, you think so? Wow. And Matt says he had lots of hidden cameras in his house. Feds found a lot of secret footage. Someone might take him out. Yeah. So because what he's talking about, basically, he has the guy had a lot of, we were talking about Diddy before, as we talk about a variety of different things. And so he had these cameras everywhere. And basically, so what happened with Epstein, and could happen with him, possibly. It's an opinion. And yeah, that is a really big mess right there. Really is. And okay, so the moon, it looks like it is nearly full. And I'm gonna do a test. Let's see. Oh, good. All right. So it could zoom in. That's good. Yeah, so basically what happened was the moon, it looks like it's almost full, a little, it's like nearly full, and it's just rising above the trees, and the different stars and stuff are out. Yeah. So with the ship situation, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And the Diddy mess is going to be, I wish it could have been live streamed or put on TV, but it's okay. We can't see it because of obvious reasons, because it's federal. And Matt said something else. Diddy got taken down right after his Prestige Usher Plays Big Game halftime show seems suspect. All right. Alien says, the cats were fighting. I went outside but couldn't see anything. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I was talking about that earlier in the stream. And those that were here heard it. That basically what happened was Basically what happened was they had this situation where the some cats in the distance were fighting. It was probably Bubbles' brother and the red cat over territory, but they eventually quiet down and kind of separate. His cats, I wish, could be more united, but they kind of like to separate and move around and stuff. And also, let's see, I can do this. All right, so there's the moon right there. There we go. That's the moon, and it's a little bit out of focus looking, but it's zoomed in, and it's going over a cypress tree. I don't want the chat window. I want to try to, yeah, it's zooming. All right, so you see that's the moon, and it's getting closer to the Passover moon, Easter, the Good Friday moon, and that's pretty cool to witness the astronomy stuff. And let's see, a little bit out of focus to see the stars and stuff together, and that's going over the tree right there, a very old cypress tree. All right, there you go. I showed you all some astronomy. Yeah, it was a catastrophe. I will, Mary, let you know if I see Bubbles' brother. Yeah, cats, they could be, sometimes they could have some issues. And Mary says, I'm sure there's body cam footage of the raid at Diddy's. Oh yeah, absolutely. And also, because I was telling some people the other day, it's like, it'll be interesting to see how the trial plays out, how it all goes, and also basically how it goes along. And just like when the feds come through, they have something. Like they don't just do it for fun. There's something, they know it's going on. All right, let's see. Again, we'll go look at the corn. There's other things to look at, but we'll look at that too. And Bubbles' brother was probably guarding the territories. Little baby. Yeah, so the cat was basically in Vietnam. Yeah. And welcome everybody that's tuning in. It's a surprise live stream I'm doing. I'm just talking about different news and stuff, and showing my garden, just kind of walking around outside, talking about random things. Haven't really seen any strange bugs like before. There's just been some mosquitoes flying around me, and Diddy's son got thrown under the bus. All right, once again, we'll go look at this, the corn. My nice row of corn, my beloved corn that I cherish so much. I love looking at. Something that I just like looking at constantly. Very good. Yeah, shout out to the corn. And also we got my favorite sunflowers coming up. Part of my garden vlog. So basically the type of corn I'm growing is sweet corn. This is not corn, obviously. This is the other plants. But yeah, so this is the sweet corn that I grow. No, this is not the sweet corn. This is the sunflowers, but over here where I was showing the sweet corn, like I was saying before, the people are asking. Yeah, typos are mine too, Matt. They're mine too. All right, so everybody that's watching, you have to know this. So basically, with corn you get from the store and stuff, like this type of corn, when it grows, and it's a little bit shorter than the corn you'd see, those giant stalks of corn, and I wondered that. And basically what happens is, this is sweet corn, so it grows a little bit shorter, but the corn is nice and full. But the other type of corn, that is the big one is the field corn. So that's a fun fact for you to know, Matt. Right here, this is some wild. This is wild onion. It is edible, but if you all want to eat that, you would have to look it up and research how that's done. And because from what I saw, it is edible, but it's not anything I ever ate before. And it's something that to look into. All right. So yeah, that's the onions. We just have wild that grows. And shout out to Bubbles, that's there by you, the original Bubbles. A cornucopia of knowledge tonight. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the jungle part and see if we could find something. So I'll show you how dark it is. So yeah, so basically, as I said earlier, this is the daikon. It's doing good, growing. And as I said, it's quite dark back here. Like, I turn off the lights, it's pitch black. It's very nice. Let's see. Like, trying to see the stars. If there's any there, I could show you all. I know they're there, but yeah, so turning the light back on. See if we find anything. Any bugs. Anything lurking. Yeah, this is, because I like these little backwoods that I have. So I like the nature and stuff. That's why I have it like this. Yeah, so looking in the jungle, is there anything? Those are the big stalks of the giant ragweed. They're good for useful things. And yeah, we have some bugs flying around. There's no possums. There's a micro possum that's been lurking around. We call him Micro Jim. The Micro Jim hasn't been lurking around. I don't see him or any of the possums or the raccoons. That's some of the milkweed. It's so very fascinating, all these interesting plants. Okay, there you go. That's the Trinity flower I named with some other people. Yeah, this stick, see, like, that would be a good spear head or a stake in the ground to grow plants and stuff. Nature's so interesting to me. And as I say, because remember, like, this is the elderberry tree I show. And an update about that, it's getting all the way up. And I don't see any bugs. Because last time we got to see one. And that's the only, this is a vine. All right, so what Matt says, possums are the only marsupials in North America. Fun fact. Thank you, Matt, for sharing that with us. Some other cool plants right there. This is the tree. And through the trees, you could see that's the moon peeking through. Message retracted. Retracted. All right, so continuing on our quest to see any different bugs and things. Nope. I don't see anything. All right, so basically right now there is nothing on my patrol. There's no bugs or anything. Let's see, looking in here if we find anything. All right, so I don't see anything. That looks really spooky. That looks really spooky. Alright, so it's just very quiet right now. There is no... All the wildlife must be sleeping or foraging somewhere else right now. Okay. Okay, so Matt, also in the chat, everybody, this is something cool right here. This is like, it looks like a bean type thing. This is a... You're welcome, Matt. This is a type of bean. It's not a bean. I take that back. It's some type of bean looking thing. It's like a pod, but it's not a bean. It's like a vine, and they grow little flowers, little purple flowers. And you have this like ace of spade tree. It's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, so in my week's been going pretty well, and Matt, so do you see a lot of possums where you are, or not? Okay, there's the flower. Finally, I found the flower. The Trinity flower. I finally found it to show you all. Yeah, there you go. I named it that. And there we go. Yeah, so on this adventure, I have not seen any kind of wildlife or anything. Okay, Matt. I understand. Over here, we feed them. We don't do anything like that to them here. And like feeding the animals, and they have happy, nice lives here. Also, yeah, this is just... So nothing... It must be too cold for the insects. For the bugs and stuff. Alright. Yeah, okay, here's a better image of that type of flower I'm talking about. The vine thing. You see? And those things turn into the pods. Very interesting vine flower. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so... Because I do that when I do these things. When I do the surprise lives to my phone, I look through the back to see if we have anything, and this is the second addition to that. So the first one, we found a giant mosquito. Some of you all may have seen the rerun to that. And with the giant mosquito, everybody was fascinated because they're in different parts of the country where you don't have those things. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. So basically, that was, so nothing's really going on. I'm trying to see if there's anything. No. Everything's just quiet and peaceful. All right. So that was pretty cool, walking around and showing you all what's going on with that. And I'm glad that you all those are participating and seeing what's going on. It's pretty cool. And also, I hope that, Matt, your week has been going good. Everything. Yeah, it's a nighttime swamp walk. And had like a little bit of a horror movie moment when I was doing stuff with the camera and talking low. Yeah. And I did this because the other one that I did before, the other late night stream, I didn't do the surprise stream, so I just did it tonight. And okay, I was in he was in AZ for the new job all week back in the Windy City now. in the Windy City now. All right, that's good. And everybody watching, I hope you all have been having a good week too. And anybody could talk about what, anything y'all interested in, like hobbies or whatever. I think that's pretty cool. Talk about whatever you want about, hobbies and stuff. And say, the other night I saw a raccoon go into the tree and hang out in the tree, and that was so cool to see. And he's staring at me because I'm like, this human's just looking at me. And also I like observing the different wildlife, so I'm like an explorer, and there's all kinds of cool things to see. Yeah, he is on the move, yes. And also, I'm going to do some more plowing and plant some more of the different plants. And, seeing this live action, like what's going on with the garden and stuff's pretty cool. And the fig tree is getting a little bit out of hand over there. It's kind of like taking over the whole thing. And also, I had some pretty cool conversations with some of the people in here. But it's like, these streams I do, the phone streams I would do a little bit earlier. I would have done it a little bit earlier if just some things didn't fall into place right. I would have done it a little bit earlier. Because this is when I usually do the pirate game and stuff like that. Yeah. Let's see something. Okay. Alright, everything's going good. I'm just checking the phone and stuff. Also, so, those, I said my thoughts earlier about the Titanic and the Olympic being switched. It just would have been, to reiterate what I said before, it would just be, impossible. It's not as simple as putting a sign that says Titanic on the other ship. It's so intricate, and they're so differently designed interiorly and exteriorly. I'm doing a video about it that's going to come out, and they weren't switched. But as I said, you all could I did a short about the camo of the Olympic, which is a sister ship of Titanic. That one looks so cool. It looks so modern looking, like it could have been from any time in the modern age, from the 60s up. But it was a camouflage they made, so during World War I, when the Germans and the submarines were doing things, they wouldn't be able to catch them. So, that was pretty, that's something I'll dive into. And, yeah, Matt, I do like your thoughts about the different stuff that I was mentioning before. And besides that, I haven't really been keeping up much with different news things. I've just been watching the trials. That's something I'm really interested in, is the trial stuff and the news about that. That's what I've been looking into the most. Tomorrow, the Detective Quinn will be the one that, not Detective, Lieutenant Quinn will be the one that'll be on the stand. And it's just so funny with that one, that trial. And the one with the Arizona trial with the gun, AK-47, that trial also will be interesting to see how that goes. But as I said, it's very slow, and a lot of people were bored with it. But we're all just hanging in there watching it. Yeah. And like I said, tomorrow the other stream will be resumed. All right, finally, Sarah's here. All right, so it looks like we're going to go on to another adventure into the swamp, because she's here. All right, so Sarah's back. Sarah is here. She's one of the regulars. And I'm going to do another tour of the yard, which when I do these streams, I'll do this frequently when I'm in this yard. I'll show as the plants get bigger. So, Sarah, here I'll show you the mint. So we're going this way. All right, Sarah. So basically, that just kind of dropped in for a second as you all are passing through YouTube. This is the mint plant that originated over there, but it was it reproduced different mint plants. So we have this one right here, and we have this elephant ear plant that's from the center part of the yard that migrated here, that's growing with. We have that right there. And then we have, oh, look right here. It's wild onion. Wild onion right here. Wow, this is so interesting. Wow. And the corn, here's an update about the corn. It's just growing right through. Right through. Yeah, and also something that I'll say, so Sarah, the reason why I didn't do the regular stream was because I forgot to do, well, I didn't forget at all. No, just the weather was horrible on Sunday. The weather was not good. And Monday I wasn't able to do it for some reason also. And I didn't do it a little bit earlier because of the situation with the music in the back. So, yeah, so that is the reasoning why I didn't do the stream earlier. So that's why I was supposed to do that before. So instead of doing the other stream, I'm doing this stream for a little bit, and then I'll end it. Yeah, so we have that. And here's an update about the sunflowers. So there you go, Sarah. This is the sunflowers, and I'm about to show the daikon again in a moment. All right, so we have that. And we'll take you back in the jungle, and we'll show you what's going on there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. All right, and now we're going to, I'll show you the moon. All right. So there you go, Sarah. That's the Passover moon that's coming through for it's Holy Thursday over here. It'll be Good Friday. You know, it could be that, right now, it might be midnight. So, yeah, the Passover moon and the Good Friday moon for Jesus, right? And over there, you can't see it, but there's like a giant cypress tree that it peeks through. And the cypress trees from, like way before, like a long time ago, like hundreds of years ago, maybe close to 1,000, maybe. All right, see any stars? I don't know if y'all could see the stars when I'm pointing at them. All right, so now we're going to switch back to me. All right, so now we're going to go into the jungle part on this little tour of the yard. This is... Yeah. Oh, yeah, it survived Katrina. Because the reason why it survived Katrina is because it's a cypress tree, and it's designed to grow in a swampy type area. All right, so here we go. This is the daikon. It's doing good. Very good. Nice and green. An update about the daikon. And there you go, right there. Yeah, Sarah. Okay. Some wild ragweed that's chilling. Uh-oh. Giant mosquito. Oh, a little mosquito. Look at that. Yeah, facts, Sarah. People are racing out in the distance somewhere, so that's where all that racket's coming from. All right, so look how dark. That's how dark it is here. Trying to see. I don't see any stars yet. It's pitch black. All right, so lights. All right. So here, Sarah, is the Trinity flower. Yeah, facts. Calling on, gianter mosquitoes. Facts. All right, so this is the daikon. This is not daikon. This is the flower. The Trinity flower. And you have those other ones. And this is just such, I keep this here. I like the swamp. And we have a screenshot. Okay. I'll put it back. You could screenshot it. So basically, this is the flower. And she's snapshotting it. And I'll show some more of the different parts of the swamp in a moment. And also we have... Okay, I'm back. You're welcome. And then we're just going to go through here. We don't see any bugs or any kind of critters or possums or anything. We don't see anything like that. But what we do see here is we have it's a type of pod plant. It's nice, and it has some of these purple flowers. And they grow the pods. Boo. All right, so we see a little thing flying around, but we don't see anything. We don't see any types of animals or bugs or anything. It's just very quiet. All right, so we don't see anything. We don't see any kind of bugs or anything, or any kind of little critters in here. We don't see any of them. Must be a little bit too cold for them. Facts, Matt. Right. Hello, Amanda. Good to see you. All right, I saw a little bug fly around, but that's it. Thank you, Sarah. I'm glad that he enjoyed it. So, Amanda, I didn't do the other type of stream because I forgot to do the surprise live stream through my phone, so I just did this instead. You don't need to go to a movie. You have this to watch. Thought I saw some eyes or something, but I'm tripping. Just like one of my shorts, but it's live. The Passover moon, Good Friday moon. Big tree. Big tree. Amen. Yeah. And Amanda, I'm going to show you some of the garden. I was showing them before, but since you're here, I'll show you again. I'll look at it again. All right. All right, Amanda, this is the elderberry. All right, it's getting bigger. All right, it's getting bigger. Amanda. Bamboo jungle. Yeah, shout out to the bamboo jungle. And also, we have The daikon is doing great. Showing you a live garden update, which I'm going to make a video about. I'll still make the video about it, but I'm just showing you all right now as like a special feature. And also I'll show again the, you know, I was just like talking about, and also, you know, I was talking about the different things. You know, I was talking about, like, I'm talking about the Titanic, the Olympic, and stuff like that, and some of the news stuff and the trial talk I was talking about. So that's what I was doing, kind of like sitting in the chair, walking back and forth, and showing them different things. And also, Alien, I really love your other lives, but these are super fun, and these are super fun and interesting too. These are, she says, Alien, I really love your other lives, but these are super fun and interesting too. Always nice to see your garden and nature walks are so beautiful. Thank you. Has it produced any elderberries for you, Alien? It did last year, but it was not in season because of the fall. So it's going back in season. So it hasn't done it yet, but it's on the road to getting there. All right, so Amanda, I'll show you the corn, which everybody's, okay, we'll show you the mint again. Everybody's gonna see the mint again. All right, so here's some mint. I'll show some detail. Look, everything's purple. All right, so we have some mint, some elephant ear of it, and the mint's all over the place. Also, the pineapple survived the freeze, and it's coming back. All right. So, we'll go back for a second. All right, so, all right, Amanda, so here's the corn, the sweet corn. Sweet corn is doing great. Yeah, Amanda, so the corn, I have a big row of it, a long row. And there's I hear some knocking noise in the distance, so I guess we have some spooks. So we have some ghosts around here, so shout to the ghosts that get rebuked in the name of Jesus. Amen. And also, we have, you know, because Christ is more powerful than the enemies, and he will destroy the enemies. Amen. And also, we have, Amanda, these are the sunflowers. All right. Here we have some sunflowers growing. And we have sunflowers growing. And also, we have that. A mosquito trying to mess with me. And I'm not doing any kind of knocking. That's something in the distance. And also, we have, you know, the sunflowers right here. I'm trying to see. I don't know. Maybe some neighbors doing something. I don't know. And also, yeah, but it's just probably some neighbor doing something across the street. It's all good. You know, so it's all good. All good. Yeah. So basically, we have, you know, sunflowers. They're chilling. And here, Amanda, I'll show you the. You know, Amanda, look, see, they're turning red, but they're actually green. They're green. But they're turning this color because of the cool weather. All right, those are some of the elephant ear plants that are coming up. They're getting bigger. Right here. Yeah, Easter Bunny preparing. Aliens have to put out. Look at this crazy plant right here. Like a sunflower cactus thing. And Amanda and Sandra, or Amanda. Look, this is a Spanish flower that's growing. Some Spanish flowers from Mexico. Really cool. That blew in here. All right. But they're still alive when they change to that color. Yeah, Amanda, they're alive. They are alive. It's just they turn that color when it gets cold, and they're also frost resistant. They survive the freeze. Yeah, glad you all enjoyed that. Yeah. And also, Amanda, hope that you had, also Sarah too, y'all had been having a good week, good day. My day has been going really good. I enjoyed the trials the today, and seeing some friends and talking to some family and things. And also the temperature, it's like very cool weather, but it's not too warm. And also, tomorrow I possibly may do a stream like this again, or I might do the computer live, which I'll still do the computer live, maybe. I don't know, but I might do this type of stream again. Yeah, and also, like, I was talking to some of my trial friends about how I went through this 3 years ago. On Easter, I had this bad breakup that happened, but then I, like, kept on directing my energies into doing YouTube and different things and the different streams I participate on. So that I harnessed it and look where I am now. And also I participate in other channels and streams. So, I turned the energy into something good. So that's something I also remember around Easter, and I told Sarah about it before. Yeah, so things make sense looking back than looking forward. Yeah, so you could accomplish anything if you put your mind to it. Yeah, so also, I hope, Amanda, you've been having a good day, and my day's been going really well, and I enjoyed spending time with the different YouTube friends and stuff, and my grandma's been doing better from her. She was a little bit sick before. Been on flights going past peeps. Good night. All right. Yeah, Matt, peace. Yeah, and I'll end it soon, these little short streams. Amanda says, I need to start putting my friends through these trial runs like you, alien. Right. Like, the trials I'm talking about is like the court trials, Amanda. That's what I meant. And I know you were like making a joke, but I just wanted to be very clear, because trials can be interpreted as other things, but you know what I mean. I know. And just for people that may not be aware of that, I watched the trials on the court stuff. And also, you're welcome, Matt. I'm glad that you came. All right. Yeah, thanks, Amanda. Thank you. And also, the moon is up high. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, yeah, there are chimes. Also, I might have to get something in a moment. You all would hang tight. All right. All right. All right, so that's the chimes. All right. All right. So also, I'm about to go get something, and I'll be right back. If it goes off, it was something with the battery. But I will be right back to get the charger thing. I'll stay a little longer. So I'll be right back. All right. All right. I'm back. Sarah could almost hear the breeze. Feel the breeze. So beautiful outside. Everyone doing a kind of Easter celebration. Yeah, I'm gonna do an Easter celebration. I'm just reading y'all's chats. All right. Mary, to you and Bubbles. Alien forgot to remind you about getting a charger. Everyone doing kind of Easter celebration. So beautiful out. Yeah, facts. A risen day, whichever name you use. I use, Easter Sunday. Hopefully everyone will be doing something. Can almost feel the breeze. Alien is coming back. And Mary, difficult for you all. Keep you guys in prayer. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Amanda said, Sarah, I'm not doing anything. Are you planning on doing something? And you're there, so kind, so kind. Yeah, so it's good to be kind to each other and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to spend time with friends, like on my live stream people, talk to them, and also family, and celebrate in recognition of Jesus and what he did for all of us. I think that's very important. And also, I think that another thing that is good to do is, for me, that I'm interested in acknowledging that and doing that. So that's you know, I'll be doing and looking at Easter eggs and stuff like that. So that's what I'll be doing for it. And Amanda said, I would color some Easter eggs with Ava, but she's still too little. She would just throw everything or put it in her mouth. Yeah. Wait until she gets a little bit older. I'm sure y'all will have a lot of fun with that. All right. Also, I'm going to shut the light off, and we're going to look at the moon. Yeah, spot the alien. Alien sounds lovely way to spend a special day. Thank you, Sarah. This is like what I do by myself, but I have y'all with me. This is always what I wanted to do, and here I am. All right, so that's the moon. All the shorts I do, and this is the shorts live. I love astronomy. Yeah, it's a cool moon. It's like, let's see if we can see some of the planets. I don't know if y'all can see the planets. Let's see. Chat window, get out the way. Yep. The chat window's trying to get in the way of zooming in and out. Alright, so wait for it to disappear. It's not going to disappear, huh? Nope. Alright, whatever. Alright. I don't know if y'all could see it, but yeah, there's some stars and stuff going on. Oh, it's very out of focus. Yeah, of course, yeah. So basically, here it is, and you can see things a little bit better, actually, with the lights off. You see the mint a little bit better, too. With the different lights, you know, you could see that better. The full moon is tomorrow. Like, to me, like, it's almost full. Like, that moon is almost full. You see how, like, dark it is? As I said, it's very, very quiet here and very secluded. If it's a suburb, if it's a whatever it is, it's quiet. All right. Yeah, so we have the moon. The moon is live. The moon's on YouTube. It's so excited it doesn't know what to do with itself. Yeah, so basically, you know, I think that it's really cool, you know, when people are able to get together on Easter and do stuff. That's really nice. And also with the different things that we see and do, I think that's really awesome that, you know, we could get together and talk about this. And yeah, although I'm gonna be live tomorrow also, I'll reflect that it's great. We're on Holy Thursday right here where we are, and where Jesus did the sacrifice and rose again. And that is very great. Amen. And also, you know, this was the moon that came up like in the Passion of the Christ movie. It's very cool. And just nature in general is very interesting to appreciate. And let's look at some of the trees. You all can't see nothing, but I can see it's like faint, you know, the palm tree and different stuff. You all can't see it. Some houses and all that. And yeah, so that's the garden. You all can't see it, but it's very dark. Let's see if the moonlight illuminates anything, rather. All right. Okay. Let's go here. No, it's very dark. The moonlight is not directly over us, so we can't really see anything. It's too dark. See that? All right. You all are looking at some sunflowers. You all can't see it, but it's sunflowers. Some corn and stuff. Yeah, I'll just like by myself look around. I will walk back and forth right here and like this on this trail. You all can see the trail. I just walk back and forth. That's why there's like a trail here. And it's like not grass. I just walk back and forth. kind of up to there, but not completely. That's why you don't see a complete trail there. And yeah, I just walk back and forth, and I just think about things, and I plan the different videos or whatever. I just like talk about stuff, and I go up to here, and then I just go back. And like the other areas where I'm going to put some herbs and things. So basically, like with the video, with the stuff that's going on with the plants, I'm growing them, over time, and I am enjoying doing that, and I'm glad with the different stuff that I've grown so far, and I'm going to grow more, the tomatoes and the different peppers and things. The peppers are in the process of growing, the newer ones. So yeah, that's some cool stuff. Oh, I'm going to show you all something very interesting. Look, what in the world is this? Look at that. All right, so right here we see this, which is very interesting. And also we have right here, what's that, right? So this is little holes the raccoons dig, I think. I was thinking they were some sort of mounds from the crawfish. Like crawfish that were trying to come through. That's what it usually looks like, and it has like a volcano looking thing. And what it is the raccoons, and they dig in the ground looking for little bugs and stuff. That's what all this is. It's from the raccoon. Very fascinating in nature. All right. And yeah, so it's not the crawfish like I thought it could have been. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah. And like you could Google it, like why they do that, but they're like looking for food and stuff, like bugs or little critters and things. Yeah, so also, as I'm just going to verbalize what I usually think in my head. So basically, everybody, I'm going to do a video about the Titanic and the Olympic, and why the two ships were not switched. And I'm going to go in depth about it and tell you all about why the ships, it wasn't like simply as putting like a sign that says Titanic and Olympic and switching it out. It wasn't that simple. And also, it's much more complex, and it looked totally different. And also tonight with the live stream, instead what I did, I just went and did this type of live stream. I'm going to do this type of live stream, and here I am. And because I didn't on Monday and Sunday, I didn't do the surprise live streams. So I'm doing this one right now. And you all could just, I like being outside and stuff, and I've been inside all day, so it's nice to come out and see everything and talk to you all. Right now, I could see either the Big or Little Dipper. I could see it in the sky. It's really cool. And I'm thankful, and I'm glad all of you that are like watching this, tuning in, saying hello, whatever, I appreciate it. And also, Amanda says, I'm going to try to bake this one cake bread recipe I saw. Tangerine ricotta bread. Oh, that's yummy. And, worms. Yeah, they could be eating worms. Amanda Yum. Amanda says, oh, that's going to be exciting video. Yes. Titanic was huge. It was the largest ship of its time. Okay, it looks like this charger went out. Nice. The charger went out. It wasn't powerful enough to do this stream, okay, and it's dropping, okay. So I do have to end it soon, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside and turn the computer on and plug this in. I will be a moment. I'm going to go back out in a little bit and get some of this stuff, but I am going to go in for a moment and plug it into the computer and talk to you all. Okay, here I go. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Worms, okay. Oh, that's going to be exciting. Sarah, my mom, is going to be moving back here, and I'm excited to be able to cook for her all the time again. Nice. Sarah, I'm going to have even larger ships now. It's crazy, yes. Amanda hugs, so yeah. I'm confused there. Did he say he was going to live again from inside? What kind of beach is by you? Santa, no, home in Chicago. We have rocks, waves. Nice. Okay, so Suma, Kobe, and Kanasi region. Very nice. Yeah, that's cool to hear what y'all are talking about. That's pretty cool. Hey, everybody, so I'm back. I was outside. We had a good walk, but my charger that I thought would last a long time didn't last at all. So it lasted for a little while, but not too long. That's the Pirate. Because I usually do it right from this computer, but I am doing it right here through the phone, right? So, and the computer is trying to be funny with me. Okay. Usually these phone lives are a little bit shorter, but I extended the time a little bit. You're welcome, Sarah. I'm glad that you all enjoyed that. I agree. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it does. Your coat does look good on me. Yeah. And also, yeah, so with the ships, they built these really big ships, and they're building bigger and bigger ones now. And they're building bigger and bigger ships now. And also, what they're doing is they are like malls or like cities now. But yeah, and actually the Olympic was the Titanic of its time. Like people thought the Olympic was an amazing ship, everybody obsessed over, but the Titanic, since it failed, no one was really that interested in it after it sunk. That people thought the Olympic, it survived. It survived World War II. It survived getting damaged many times, and it just was like unsinkable. So the Olympic fulfilled what Titanic was supposed to do, and also with the Olympic, it was scrapped. I made a short about why it was scrapped. It was the reason why it was. I did the short just the other day. The reason why it was scrapped was because of the depression and the merger between the two companies. Would you guys go on a cruise? I don't know. I'm not against the cruises. I haven't really given much thought about it. There was a senior cruise I didn't go on because I wasn't interested in it. There's like seems like pros and cons to it. I had a girlfriend that was interested in going on the cruises. She liked them a lot. And I think the cruises were I've never been on one, but it would be interesting to see it, to go on one. It would be interesting. And also I think that as I said, there's pros and cons about the cruises. And, now they're much safer than they were back in the Titanic when you have like this man that wants to have no lifeboats on anything because he wants the ship to look pretty. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to have this. All right, sorry to interrupt it. Love the close up of the lights. And Amanda, my cousin, always going to be like, sailboats, just me though. Yeah. I like sailboats, those are pretty cool. Yes. Cautionary measures. And also, another thing that is done is that basically with the situation with the ships, it's just they're much safer now than they were. That was my point. Yeah, man, the ship with the germs. I agree. That's another thing that's cringe. That's something cringe about it. Yachts or sailboats, those seem pretty cool. All right. And yeah, I like this close up. It's pretty cool because I'm in the same spot where you have the computer. It's like, I could show you all around the place. So, I mean, around what I'm talking about. So, looking at this real quick. Okay. Let's see. All right, so this is the computer screen, and this is right here. This is my camera I use for the live streams. And when you all see me on the live, that's what you all are seeing. It's the California Ocean. Someday video of Chicago memories. That's nice. And yes, I'm just germaphobe too. The lights are not on a mirror, no. Okay, so that's a cabinet where they have different little trinkets and things. It's a cabinet. It's not a mirror. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Chicago sounds pretty cool. Thanks. I'm glad that you all like the setup. Right. And oh, that's the pirate that's usually in the background. The blackjack flag's outside. You know, because I like talking about these things, the ships and stuff, and I enjoyed showing you all the garden and stuff. That was pretty nice. It was really nice. I enjoyed that. Okay, the blackjack flag, it's really called the Jolly Roger flag. It's the pirate flag with the skull and crossbones, or with the swords. That's what the flag that she's referring to is. Hello, everybody that's like coming through YouTube. I usually do lives to my computer. I'm doing one through the phone, and the battery is dead, so I'm charging it through my computer. Okay. Pirate failed. That's awesome. I didn't know you had one of those. Oh yeah, I have it out there outside. I made a short about it. Oh, yeah. So I could show you right now, Amanda. Okay. That's a Jolly Roger flag. It kind of the sun kind of fades it out, but the rain doesn't ruin it. But like the sun kind of fades it out. Thank you, Amanda. I'm glad that you like the flag too. Yeah, I'm glad that you all enjoyed the yard and seeing the different plants and stuff and the different groups that came through, some new people and I guess other subscribers liked and they enjoyed seeing the yard and the different plants and things and talking about what I was talking about. So I like these surprise live streams. These phone lives are really cool, really interesting. Also, I'm still going to do the other ones too. Yeah, the sun fades out a lot of the flags. I have an American flag and I have the pirate flag, and it fades them out. Yeah, and also the wind and the different mechanisms and things does that too. Yeah, it was much earlier. Yeah, and yes, Amanda, I'll be live tomorrow. Absolutely. All right. Okay, and also, because it wasn't abrupt like the last one, I also want to let you all know that I'm about to end it right now. So we're going to be closing up this special edition of the late night stream, and I'll go live tomorrow. So everybody could say their final thoughts about things. All right. Yeah. So I enjoyed doing this stream. I'm glad that you all came to hang out with me. Also, if anybody has any last thoughts to say, and also happy Easter, everybody, and I'll be live tomorrow. All right. Yeah. Thank you all. All right. Peace. All right. Y'all too. Happy Easter to y'all too.